on Bravo.
Roger
When I
that.
switched to blue.
Okay, no problem. Maps there, it looks like.
Okay, so I am not getting that.
Ready to check.
What is
If that's
radio
the
for
case,
Bravo?
I can get off of.
Oh,
Okay.
102 right there.
102.
Oh,
Radio. You need to
I'm
be.
sorry,
Zara, I
99.
think you're behind Wolfie's team.
that.
Let me check where it is.
Lima.
Alright, for my team, we'll be on 101.1.
Copy.
What is it? 73, I believe. For Twitter.
Radio check.
Air, I've been putting on
Lima.
A2 just to keep it simple.
Isn't the ATT also on A2?
No. I mean, I think they can tab into it if they need to, but typically no. They should be on
13,
100.
radio check over.
Alright,
Lima.
let me take a quick look at everything here. So yeah.
Our
5, 1, 2,
is Trooper 017507 and 10 on their helmet.
I have no clue.
Yes, they're marksmen.
Okay, just wanna double check.
So we're missing one back here. Okay.
Don't mind me, by the way.
And
Sorry I'm
Just
late.
to
I
make sure,
just
so
woke
right
up.
now your leaders are Frost and Blight here. Or sorry, 43, 56, and 1313.
1999 or
Is that correct?
1991.
Yes.
All right, and then we need 1991 filing behind one of the filing behind 1313 then.
Then, 1991. I just have you kind of being like a infield liaison between the teams and myself,
That's our
kind of
lovely.
be like
I
assistant
love
squad
Barton,
lead
not
on the
guys back
ground
here, never
front
mind.
line,
Okay.
Basically,
kind of
just
make sure that they're going in the right directions.
Basically just an advisor.
Everything pretty much set up. Okay. So we have two 5
we're testing out new
We
people
have
and
a
additions
two-man
to
command element for now. All right, cool. This is nice and orderly for now. Like I said, these are not official teams. We're just kind of having to cobble together because, unfortunately, as ArmA dictates, if you have a lot of people in the unit, only half of them will show up. Woo. So today will be yet another training day. For those of you who have been here, which I think is everyone here,
User joined your
you
channel.
will all gain your nickname after today. So you will all have fancy nicknames. Other people will not. So hooray! You'll all be no longer shinies, but you'll be troopers.
Yay!
Now, to go over what we're going to be doing today, I have a small number of things I want to go over before doing an FTX. First things first is explaining the new MOSs I have made. Secondly, explaining how the unit will be laid out. And thirdly, we'll be going over squad assault and clear, just to make sure we can kind of brush over that a little bit with a little bit of live fire, but not firing back immediately. Then live fire, giving aviation some time to know what to kill for their vehicles, because the CIS has a fuck ton of vehicles that they need to know about. And then going through the wonderful FTX. So there's a lot to go over. First and foremost, MOSs. There's been a couple I've added. The first one, actually, get to myself here so I can show you visibly. It'll let me in the ship. There we go. The first MLS I want to go over that I've added is the Assaulter. The Assaulter here is pretty simple, as you can see. Just simple carbine. But, as you know, I love my secondary weapons. You have the shotgun. It comes with DC-23 Scatter Blaster. These guys will be predominantly responsible for clearing buildings. At the moment, it's pretty simple. I will be adding extra grenades to them. They'll be carrying extra flashbangs or M84 stuns, and they'll also be carrying extra smokes to ensure they can get you onto a target without getting killed. Their job is going to be to punch the enemy as hard as they can and make it so anything that's heavy in armor, they'll take care of it. In terms of infantry fighting ability. Past that, they are pretty much the rifleman role just with a shotgun in their back. Nothing too crazy. At popular request, I have been asked to make the RPS available to you all. So now we have the RPS on the back here with the carbine. Again, riflemen can carry the DC-15S or the DC-15A, not the LE, but the A with the 80 rounds. And this RPS here in the backpack has 5 rockets. On the rocket itself, carries an extra one, so that's 6 rockets total for a lot of destruction in this role. That's really the only difference between that and the PLX one, which will also carry like I think one more rocket here, from I think 3 to 4. As for the um, sniper, that's also been recently brought back. They'll be utilizing the 773 Fire Puncher Sniper Blaster Rifle. I will probably have these guys deployed very limited, as snipers are kind of a pain to work around typically, but not too much. Again, long rifle works off ace ballistics, drops a little bit, but not too much, mostly due to the power of the blaster. It is not a laser beam, much like the target blaster that shoots only 3 rounds, which makes it more a pain in the ass to use. And then finally, the one I've added that I think everyone will be not happy for is this one right here. Now, immediately it kind of seems a little bit weird. Forgive me for the DC blaster card still on my back from earlier, just being dumb. There. One of the main things about this is that I've discovered 2 things. The first is that there is a stun on the carbine variant of our weapon. Under controls in IDA, in particular, there's a stun mode. In particular, you can just press it and your gun just switches onto being stunned. I don't know why they didn't just make it a fire mode, but whatever. It's fine by me. I don't care. But the big thing about this class is that you have something called a shield. You now have a riot shield you can use to engage with, which is kind of nice.
You don't have a shield up.
What do you mean?
It's gonna hold your hand in front of you.
Is it really not showing it?
Yes.
It's really not showing it.
That's a
That's
bit of a
bizarre.
glitch. That's the glitch with the shield in the backpack thing.
Interesting. Okay, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, so am I holding up my hands now?
Negative.
Or do it again?
Nope. Now you're holding your 2 guns. I
It
saw it
showed
for a
up for a
split
second, but yeah,
Oh.
it'll be glitchy at first, but as long as we see that you're in that animation, it will know that you're holding a shield.
Okay, so I probably won't deploy this in mud until I figure out what the fuck's wrong with it and ask Jay, hey, what's wrong? Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad I'm trying this in multiplayer because I've only looked at this in single player, so I'm glad I can see that now. Alright, so some MSs are broken, mostly just the shield one. Unfortunate, that's okay. So, shield off the menu for now until I can figure out what's wrong with that. Cool. Alright, so now that's out of the way, I want to go over our unit layout. That way no one's confused. As of recent, obviously see I'm trying to make 2 5-man elements instead of having 3 to 4 teams running around and shoving them under Shira. My current intention, if you open up your map and look to the east side of the map, to see how the markers ignore them, you're going to look at the water and the ocean in particular, to the right of Almira. Now, how we're going to operate is pretty simple. Teams will be 5 men, composed of a team leader, an assistant team leader, 2 riflemen of any type, and a medic. Now, the reason for this is that I believe teams like this should have a medic in the element. It's because of the versatility I'm going to be expecting from you. Because, generally speaking, 3 of your people can have whatever weapon they need to complete the mission, I really only expect for a medic to be around, and for one of the 2 team leaders to have a grenade launcher of some type to provide light fire support to the element. Past that point, the other 3 roles can be filled out however the team leader wants. This will give a lot of flexibility to the team. However, if you know armors in the region, please someone pick up a rocket. I beg of you. Furthermore, you'll be headed by a squad headquarters element, a 4-man fire team, composed of a team leader, being the squad leader of the entire element, the 2IC of the entire element, technician, and squad medic. The technician in particular, this role has been heavily debated, and I've settled on it simply. They can switch between whatever role they need to do for the unit. They have EOD, they have RTO ability, and they also have logistics ability. Logistics stretches into other roles, such as ATT communication, and naturally, the squad shield. The squad shield, I'll be going over in detail later. It lasts for a while. I've already showed you guys it before, but it lasts anywhere from 2 minutes to 4 minutes. It's very bizarre because it doesn't really tell you how it breaks out. But it's important to know this because the squad shield will give you a lot of
Microphone
energy and support
activated.
in if you need to resupply on the fly, ATT rolls up, drops it off, blah, 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 you get the drill. Now, another thing I want to go over really quick is the 2IC. I'm kind of walking back a little bit. The 2IC
does not necessarily need to be the 2IC. This is merely here as a layout. So your squad can choose if they want to have an ARC in the team or if they want to have a 2IC with them. That is what I'm going to be giving to a squad leader, is that opportunity. So if you want to train someone to be a second in command, you could do so. If you'd rather have someone rotating to being an ARC, you can do that. So that's either a ARC role, which ARC has no leadership ability, or a direct 2IC. Again, I want to give my squad leaders a lot of versatility here. Are there any questions whatsoever so far regarding this information?
Negative.
Cool. All right. Final note for this is that there will be, again, 2 5-man elements per squad. So once we have the first squad filled out and we have everyone where they want to be, I'll be basically taking any overflow of current Draggax 1 into Draggax 2, and I'll direct squad 2 until I can get a suitable replacement once we actually have people showing up regularly instead of the hit or miss that's been going on so far. Cool. All right. So, with that said, at the moment, my current thought process is that aviation, if you want to, you can take your birds here. And the aviation shooting range, I've laid out a ton, and I mean a literal ton of armor for you to test and shoot and blow up and just get a general feel for what it takes to knock out certain vehicles. I will be on 8-2 while I walk them through the squad clearing role, if you want to step away from that and just take some time to blow stuff up.
Gotcha.
If you want me to spawn turrets as well, I can do so, just let me know.
Sounds good.
Right. But you are free to go down and get your birds and fly off.
After you shoot.
And then as for ATTE, you'll be with us for now. Your role will become a little more paramount later, but for now I want you guys with us. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to teleport us down to the squad clearing area, unless you guys need to make any adjustments to your kits, so we can get started on clearing and how I want to see that done. Any adjustments you want to run off? Okay.
I would like to have some adjustments to my squad if I can.
Yep, go ahead and do that now. You have time.
Alright. Team 1, come with me.
Hit to go.
Rear check 101.
You're good.
However,
Question.
I will get you guys to Walker in a bit.
You wanted me to act as a liaison, essentially, basically, your assistant squad lead.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
exactly
If-
do you want me to do for today?
If you see like on the thing John was talking about,
Yep.
if you see like the 2IC, I need you to kind of take on that role, but I'm gonna have the 2IC more directly inside of the combat element, just because me naturally as a squad lead, I tend to stick behind a lot more.
Okay.
So you'll kind of be more of my eyes on the front lines. So you'll be able to assist and relay comms that I'm getting. Kind of like the other end of the RTA, so you're going in from the right front. Because if I'm near one spot and the other, it's supposed to have usage by getting separated. And I'll go down, you'll be able to go up and step up and make it. You'll be able to get in and take position.
Hey, Chira, can you ask this commander if you're running the mod that Parker uses in his unit that certain doors will be locked?
I will ask. Yeah, but if you could just make sure that all the teams have at least one AT riflemen, all have the 5-tube rocket that John was telling us about.
Okay.
And then making sure that they have like one form. Well, they don't need an AR as long as they have a big heavy blaster that can, do as much. But I would prefer if the smaller team is going to act more in a support element
Copy.
capacity. So if you can just relay that to the team leads, I'd appreciate it.
Of course. Back.
preferred method of being a ground pounder.
Either AT or Preacher.
I will make you AT, as we're gonna need some type of anti tank. For now, just run AT for you. I'll let you
Negative.
practice yours.
It was debated, but we didn't do it yet.
I'll leave that at your
13, did you help me that question on 101 or 100?
101.
Alrighty, sir. Probably on 100. He did not add the mod. He was heavily debating it.
I'd like to request, if possible, we ask command if there's any use for an RTO specifically with us, because if there is, I think I would rather fill that role specifically for you to make it a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, that's completely fine. They are not running the mod. They are heavily debating it, though.
Copy.
1991. Are you going to be with Command Squad, or are you going to be with us?
Command Squad actually wants me on the ground with the rest of you guys. However, basically as an assistant squad lead, someone who's actually on the field, basically I'm supposed to be giving you guys the orders that he gives me. And should the squad lead goes down, I'm stepping up.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant.
Okay. Currently I am team leader for Team 1.
Yep. I'm just trying to make sure everybody is pretty much good to go.
Technically, you're basically the ARC.
I have no intention
for the
to
time
only kill people.
Shouldn't you be in the ARC loadout then?
Not really. I'm not ARC trained.
Alright, then.
Squad lead does want to make sure that you at least have one heavy base trooper and one anti-tank. Considering I see one anti-tank, I don't know about the heavy trooper.
So the biggest thing, if you can go run this, we need to know if it would be viable to have an RTO in my team at all. As Zeri is my 2IC, they're gonna go something along that lines of being an RTO, and what other role?
Either RTO or Breacher, or whatever role you need me specifically to fill. But those are the two choices I would prefer to fill if RTO is required, specifically LR.
Yeah. Ask them if LR would be required. Breacher, I heavily doubt because they're not using the mod. I do apologize, but
no, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, if they were going to a city, a lot of close quarters.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
I could definitely ask. I could be right back.
All right. Thank you. Well, in that case, we will.
Radio check 100.
Lima.
What radio channels do you want?
Radio check 101.
Yeah, I don't have a long range radio, but I do have my
and 101.
so it should be
100
fine.
and 101.
After this off, we'll have
101 and then 100. Those are what you'll be bouncing with. You should be within ear range or of Alpha.
Sounds good. I've got them selected now. 101 actually is trying to figure out if you want a RTO in their squad.
It's been good. Been working on textures almost all day.
Nice, I can see as good as the texture.
Yeah, as will have it.
Basically, 1313 is requesting to see if there
squad
is
lead,
any
sergeant role
use
will
for
have
RTO
one.
today in his squad.
RTOs, no, but if the team leads can also be
ArmA.
on 7-3 to call an ATTE support in addition to actually, yeah, because you'll be there, you'll be able to help with the squad comms. So leads will need to be on squad comms, team comms, and I guess someone in there would need to be there to help with the nope. Team leads will manage ATTE. They're gonna switch, and I'll be able to give them comms.
75.
Copy.
I'll maneuver it for them, or have you help me maneuver it if it needs to be.
Sounds good. I'll let him know.
For what now, sir?
Specifically the grenade. Okay, so I am holding in my hand the personal shield grenade. If I throw it, because it looks like a fragmentation grenade, it's not going to explode, right?
It
Like,
will
it's
not
going
explode.
to- Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All
At
right.
least I hope.
Yep.
Okay.
If you basically put yourself into the ready stance and then you toss it, you'll only be tossing it on the gun itself, and it'll put a shield around the tip of the barrel.
Copy.
And
Just as
ready
long as I'm
stance
not-
is aiming, I believe.
No. Ready stance is literally just left click once, do not hold it, and you'll get into ready stance.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Either way, as long as I'm not about to actively throw a thermal detonator and it bounce off like some piece of metal or some shit and it's
Right.
My primary MOS is heavy trooper, so I need to know how these heavy LMGs actually work.
Appreciate
Alright.
it.
So what is the answer to the question
The team leads are going to be filling that spot between AT-AT squad stuff and etc.
Okay. So there's no need for us to have an RTO.
There's no need for right now.
Alright. Thank God.
So,
Alright.
at this
I think
point,
we are all set and ready to go. Are y'all happy with the choices that I made?
It's fine. Just letting
Why keep it girl? What's that? Okay.
You wanted to try and at least have one LMG and one
One-on-one check.
both squads.
I wasn't too sure about the gray.
Okay, check on one-on-one.
I can let them know to say that you're trying to primarily be player support as opposed to standard.
Your team leads or your team ready to go?
Both teams are at this time ready to go. Both have a LMG of some sort or a supporting fire at that point.
Is Alpha the smaller team?
They should have
They
2-5.
are one person left. I'll be joining them to fill out.
If we're gonna use that as probably support team because I don't need Wolfie going down, but I might have Wolfie run with me, and I'll be in between.
Copy that.
Stand by for teleportation then. We're all good to go.
What the fuck?
Alright, teleport's going in the building, that's okay. Alright, everybody, gather around. You good, McMillan?
Don't worry about it. I'm done.
Seizures are a common trait in these models of
Indeed.
Alright, so, as you can see here, I've teleported us to a nice little area where we can start practicing a little bit of clearing. One of the biggest things you open up your map is that, generally speaking, there are different types. There are single entity buildings, there are small compounds, and there are bigger compounds like this. The goal of your squad leader is to ensure that a team is set to a building, and that there are no buildings not to be set and ignored. Because if you ignore a building, there's a chance that a VIP can be there, an APC can be there, AP2, something that can fuck us up, or something that we'll miss. We don't want to miss anything, any bit of information. So, for example, if I were going to task you all to this compound, I would expect the following. I would expect for our, let's see here, what color do you have the squad in, Chira? Is it yellow and which of them?
Red and blue.
Red and blue. Okay. So, with red and blue here, I would say, okay, I want the red element here in the south and the blue in the north. Pretty simple. And how I would expect for my dear squad to conduct this is that initially, blue should be covering red as they secure their first building. That way, blue can then move up to secure. So in order, it would go step 1. Let's do like red goes first. Step 2. Blue can then swing around safely to hit their building here, an entry from the east. Step 3, red will then move to the next building, and 4 will have blue on their second building. That way, there's nothing to miss. And that way, they're covering each other. The biggest thing here is that you guys are 5-man elements. This is different from the Halo unit, as obviously you don't have 6 men, but you're used to working under your strings because of the LOAs we get all the fucking time. But in a perfect world, you would have enough big enough elements to cover each other and move. As we are working with 2 fire teams, similar to the Army, you'll have to get used to having less other eyes covering in different areas of responsibility. So it'll be bounding, much akin to most operational standards in how you move. One building secure, next building gets cleared. That building secured, next building gets cleared. The reason for this is that you don't want to go past where your support can cover you. Because let's say this building here is super dense, but Blue's already assaulting through this one. There's no fire that they can provide to the second building because they're too busy with their building. If they go down and these guys are getting pinned down, the squad element can definitely help, but that'll put your entire logistical support in jeopardy. So you want to really think about being careful when clearing these buildings. That's just the base theory. Now, let me just brush this up really quick so I can get it out of the way. So now let's actually take a look at it physically. Get rid of the red dot 1 second. So physically, if you take a look at these buildings here, if you to get out your map and walk over with me, you're going to find that these buildings are equally sized. This building here has it has the living area in the first part. You have the side room lower floor, side room second floor, and the main area second floor. So 4 rooms here. In this building on our left, we have 2 rooms, the main area and then the back room. And then the building behind that is a single story. Main room. There is the side room here that's in the hallway, and then the back room inside of that one. And then the final building in the back is the shed. It's only one thing back there if you really busy, just like this one really right in front of us, or I guess behind you guys in this case. So different sizes of these. How the fuck did they manage to hit all the way over here? I'm not gonna question it. Anyways. Different size buildings will matter in the speed and the efficiency of how you clear the area. So obviously, as you see here, this building will go back really fast. This building right here really slow about it, or if it's really rough. This building in particular should still strike fear and Barker's heart. All jokes aside, how I want you guys to clear this building, though, is pretty simple. As we go over here, we have these little walls. With the Delta, that your advantage. You have this building right here. You got 2 windows. You have the little walls here. You get a lot of cover that you can use in order to engage a building like this. So, for example, if I were to say the Bravo team would sit here, you can also press that window, and that window without putting any risk to the first room at all in hitting your friend. One of the biggest things here is shifting fire. Because if, for example, they were to breach this side room, you're going to want to shift fire. So let's say I'm in this first room here, right? And I'm Alpha. Now, this is team lead communication, right? You want to talk to your team lead. You want to make sure that you guys are speaking together. You don't need Chira to facilitate the shifting of fire. You guys can do it yourselves. Easy. Let's see for Alpha leader. Is that 1313? Cool. So Alpha lead. Basically, let's say you're clearing through here. If you're about to enter this next room, the first thing you're going to say to your Bravo is, hey Bravo, shift fire. That way they know, hey, you're moving to that room there. Because if you don't, you're going to get shot. Make sense? Make sense? Nothing missing? Okay. So, to do a dry run of it, I want Alpha team to stack up basically outside this building here, as you normally would. Go ahead and stack them up how you want for us. And Bravo, I want you to watch these windows here.
1999, I want you to be right here. So, like a 45-3 off. I'm going to have all the 45-3 off out there. Medic, I want you in the back. You'll be with us.
Bro,
Just make sure you stay out of harm's way. You'll be right behind me while the others will be close eye on opening. So for you, I want you to make sure you're always facing towards any danger. So say that window that I'm looking at right now. I want you eyes on 1991 if you can. Make sure you check our rear. Zeri, make sure you're always having eyes on that door. You were the point man. You were to make sure that nothing comes to that door. Canade 9, I want you kind of facing off more to the left.
Left?
Or not left, right. My bad, I am directly challenging you. And while I'm going to be facing whenever I say up, we're going to start moving. But forward,
Scoot up.
we should be good to go. They're ready to run it.
It's the dry line, right? We're shooting.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Bravo team, this is Alpha. Requesting message.
Wrong radio.
Isn't it supposed to be on 101?
Wait, I thought it was 100.
The 101
No.
squad 100
Yep. Send it.
Bravo, I need you to start shifting fire. Shift fire, shift fire.
Affirm.
Shift fire confirm. Over.
Affirm.
Alright, start moving in. Up.
You are able to shoot the models. They will not go down. You're free to shoot.
Alright, 1999, I want you on me. I want you to hold the fire. 9889, I want you to stay with 1089.
We need some help like that.
Let them take their time, get used to it.
What a noise.
I'm hit.
Look at it from like inside to outside.
Bravo team, this is Alpha. Hold fire, hold fire.
Back up from the door. Medic, I want you up here. Ready?
Start close left.
Breach.
Clear.
Clear. This is Alpha team. Building's cleared. Holding on for next position.
Bravo team, this is Alpha. We're building clear. Holding on for y'all to move over to your next position. Over.
Zeri, I want you upstairs.
Affirm. I don't know if the simulation is started yet.
Yeah.
Hold on for the next building for them. Make sure you have eyes on the building they're going to. And yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna have you guys swap here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Alright, swap out, that way you guys can switch the practice there.
Team lead's gonna swap out.
We'll have we'll let the armor do it just so they can get some practice in, just to be safe.
Before I go in, team leads,
Switch to full
I just realized I had y'all for secondary just 100. You want to pick that 7-3. That's going to be the ADPU if you as an individual calling in for support.
Yes, sir.
Affirm.
You have flashes, and as far as I understand, they do work against the droids, do they not?
I didn't want to employ them because the way we're set up, you just need them.
You want to look at it, sir?
Unless you all
Alright, Whiskey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep sights down here. You're gonna stay high man, and you're gonna keep sights down facing west.
I would have thrown a flash grenade in the first room because there was high
Right.
security in there. Like even if you didn't know they were there, I would have personally thrown at least one flash grenade in each room and then pushed in off the back.
Yeah, of course.
But other than that, that's all I have.
Alright, Leeds, go and get your team ready to train.
Jerry, I want you right over here since you're in cover, but you'll have...
Alpha, this is Bravo, how copy?
This is Alpha, send it.
Alex, I want you more behind line, because how far
Wait,
you are.
Whiskey. Come over here where I'm at.
Alpha, this is Bravo, how copy?
So, you're gonna be...
This is Alpha, send it.
Hello, man.
And then you're gonna just kind of like lean out and cover this way once they move in. And then I'll be forward a little bit, covering this lane.
Where do you want now?
101.
I'm calling 101 right now, you're not hearing you.
This is Alpha Team. Can you read?
I can read it out.
Go on and both team leads, go on and reload your T-bar. The plug-in itself.
Mine's fine.
Mine's fine as well.
It's gonna be it'll seem fine at the moment, and then at certain times it won't radio transmit, and either one of you will be radio transmitting and the other won't receive it.
I don't know how to reload. Can you teach me?
I can teach you.
Alright, Bravo's breaching. If you could hold control your fire on every other room but the main room, how copy?
As a four note,
Here, copy.
reload your T-bar. You're going to want to go into your TeamSpeak settings, and you're going to go to add-ons. You're going to have to disconnect from the channel just to make sure it takes.
Okay, so go to add-ons.
Yep.
User left your channel.
Why are they
Bang, 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 bang. I don't know.
Alright, wave off on.
Beautiful.
Alright, here we go.
Did you hit the reload button just as a precaution?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect. That's all you need to do.
I'm damaged.
not every one?
Wave off shooting the upper floors now.
Shifting fire.
Well, the shotgun's broken. Anyway, broken. So, if I don't immediately use it, it just goes down and I can't pull it up. Yeah, I was trying to breach it and it kept like holding my gun up and it just wouldn't work.
You, team lead, come here. Just for advice, next time, don't ask to go upstairs. You just go upstairs and clear it pretty quickly. It saves time.
The reason I was doing that is because they're meant to be laying fire on those floors. And so I thought I told you to wait until I've given that order.
Otherwise, you're going to be hit by
User
friendly
joined
fire.
your channel.
Yeah. That's the only reason I told you to wait.
Also, to kind of let you know why I asked for a shift fire confirm is to make sure that you actually did.
Team lead's gonna sit up in the first position y'all had.
So what we originally had at first?
Yep. Alpha, do it this time, but send Wolfie over to me. And breach it without Wolfie.
If this is wildfire, I'm sure that guy doesn't.
Say again, last?
Send Wolfie my way, and then breach the building without Wolfie.
Wolfie, I want you to go to the squad leader now. 1991, I want you to start being into the stack. Integrate yourself as...
Go and give it another dry run.
Dry run.
Dry run, no fire?
Yeah, dry run, no fire. Alright, Wolf, we throw open
outside of inner.
Alright,
The
3,
room is clear.
2, 1, breach, crossfire. Bang, bang. Room clear.
Bravo team's moving out now.
And then
Bravo team. Great. Gonna exit the building. Alpha going to play active support and support vehicle crews entry.
in this specific scenario, where
Church, can you go roll
Bravo
vehicle crew?
team be moving to? Let's say we
Hey,
just
5110, come
cleared
over here.
the building, the yellow building you just had us go to. We cleared the building to your left, that one-story bungalow. We cleared that entire compound.
We're only going to be running.
So in your mind,
3
where
rounds
would
per
Bravo
match.
team move to next?
With this?
So basically,
but
Alpha cleared that building. They're secured.
the
They're
rounds
sitting up and watching
are
out.
fucking
Bravo would then swing
like,
around to
they
the
smack.
east, and you see that white wall there. They can move straight into their
So I
compound
think it would
with ease
be
because they'll have that
better
white wall
if
for
we
cover.
move.
They can go straight into the
If we
shed,
do decide
clear the
to
shed,
use
and then
a
look out at the building over
sniper
there, and also
in the
still have a
unit,
commanding view over their kind of area
set
on the
on the
side of the
squad
building that
element.
you really can't see right now. But that second building there will be visible from that shed.
Copy.
Mm.
So Alpha would reposition themselves to focus to the north, so that way Bravo can push into the actual compound.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Single fire. But
Okay,
it can hold
I follow.
40 rounds.
For this next run, we used to cover the...
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah. Casual flirting in the middle of a wartime.
Right.
Here?
Also, the marksman has a underbarrel.
Yeah.
As well.
Damn.
Good.
That way they can also.
Alright, Arsenal here. If you need to reload your kit, you have Arsenal here.
The live fire is going to be
We're
in
doing
town.
live fire here.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to marksman.
They're all done.
I need a lot of.
Alright.
Can we make sure you got everything reloaded?
So did what's his name? 5048 already talked to you about the sniper.
No, I know.
Squad level, just because of how utilitarian it is.
So I was just asking to see if they can
And especially CTV, obviously it would not be a good choice leaving him up there pistol. Because DMR would be a good we'll just typically go fully automatic and should get the job done. But the sniper is definitely a no-no for team. Should be probably up to squad level.
You're good. How the fuck do you crack your back in a non-combat?
Radio check.
I heard that myself as I had to stop myself from going on that alarm. Saying, you what?
Yeah. I switched over to it just because we are going to be close quarters. Marksman rifles can fit.
Alpha, go on and sit up in the building behind where you're trenched up, windows facing the building house soldier.
5110. That the sniper would be best utilized in the
Your
team.
only
Just
thing I
due to
would
the
tell you is
utilitarian
just
nature of it.
make sure you're either near me or staying out.
And so at most, I think that the fire team should get the marksman when it comes to long range.
Oh.
Hello. It is I.
Are you good? You don't make that noise very often, Baz.
So the lad decides to fly up at Mach using this, slam into the ground, get to 5% health, but not die.
Scab wiggle.
How the fuck?
God, I
So,
placing stuff on the ship is the
first
worst
person
thing in ArmA.
tunnel,
That's why it's just like
Oh no,
when they
I'm
kill, I'm
already
like, you gotta be kidding me.
I literally
so
so it's
there you
scaffold
go.
for me.
You do your thing. Make sure you're not going fast, but you're not going slow either.
Okay,
Don't stand in zone.
my apologies for that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
the cook addition is
5110, where you at?
Yeah, that's
I
The cur-
Go ahead and take your minute. Do it right when I clear the compound. That's how you want. That way, of it. That way, first. Okay. Hey, you're covering it. Hey,
Copy that.
Team leads round up on me.
Alpha team moving on you now.
We're about to do the live fire run of this. So what we're gonna do is have Alpha be the anchor and support team. So it looks like a mess on the map right now, but basically what I'm thinking is Alpha's gonna hold up on this wall and house with medic preferably being in the house.
that's where I would have them meet.
Yep. Alpha's gonna provide support by fire onto the building. Bravo's gonna run in, clear it, preferably staying from front door, not on the sides, but do what y'all need to do. They'll run in, clear the building. After this building's cleared, we're gonna have Bravo set up fields of fire, which I believe I did it in red instead of blue. No, I did in blue. I just fucked off all the colors. Whatever. I did in red. So I just want them to cover the windows, the exits covering major intersections, the MSRs, the roads coming in. Whenever it's
So,
cleared, go on.
just so I get this straight, you want blue to move in, clear the first building, move the second, hold it, or red team to clear the other two buildings?
So blue's gonna go in, clear the first building. After the building is clear and the lanes of fire are covered, Bravo's gonna move into building number one.
I'll
Bravo's
just
gonna,
wave off on that. I'm trying to hear the briefing, please.
Okay, so I got an idea of what you're trying to say. So what you're doing is a leapfrog type
yes.
deal in a sense. So blue team moves in the first building, clears it. Behold, after that, then blue team will again move to each building, like so. You make sure covering fire, support it, and all that. Correct?
So what I was thinking is probably having Alpha take this building and getting all the fields of fire. So Bravo, as soon as Alpha's in this building, Bravo can, and Alpha has it obviously, the AO covered. Bravo can then move to building number two, clear it, cover the lanes of fire within the road because I'm more trying to focus on not tunnel visioning on a compound itself, especially when we have a five-man team. To have at least one or two guys kind of checking point security on the outside of the compound, or checking the outside of the compound, not standing outside the compound. So grabbing a window to check the roads, making sure QRF's not coming, just so the team leads can have eyes. Yep.
BTS. Mostly because I don't really like the idea of going to that courtyard. What would you think of
Who's doing that?
It's someone
so
in
we're
red
doing
team.
live fire next, so we're actually going in
and what
killing
team?
shit.
Red team.
Hold up.
But
The people who are doing the constant changing, please knock off. We are trying to do some planning.
Yeah, we're doing
yeah,
live
I
fire
was.
exercise, and so like kind
So
of
my
like an
suggestion
FPS, but just
was
for-
we clear the first building, and then if you want red to be posted up
I
in
don't
there,
know, fucking
they can post up
yesterday's
what blue team
FPS with
pulls out
Barker's unit was super
and
fucking
move
short.
either
That was
down
fucking
here,
in and out. And
clear this building, or we move down this side, down across, and then sort of come in from this way. That way we're flanking both buildings. That way red team can lay down fire.
Oh no, I was talking about like once we actually went in, like both teams went in to grab the HPT.
If that's what you want to do, you can run it like that. Whatever you're comfortable with. All I know is I just want the red team to be kind of more slack man, just because of the nature they do have the only medic, unless you would like
No,
very
we,
to assume the
so we
medic
were
role,
sitting up on
which
the hill,
I'm
and it
more
looked like
leaning
the
to
striker
right
was
now.
building with the HVT,
That
and it was
would
just like, oh god,
severely underman
I hope
us,
the
as
striker
there
doesn't
are
kill
only
this.
heavy weapons besides having an AT.
Yeah. I want to avoid the dead
Okay,
space
well,
here.
something had shot inside
Yeah.
the city.
Just so you know, you guys have you're able to shoot the dry run here, slide clear in. The minute you're ready for a full live fire, live fire out the area to the left.
What is causing this lag? Goddamn.
They'll be attacking you there.
The live fire area, alright, I see. How big of that live fire area is just this compound?
Alright.
Alright, then this planning we've made was all for naught.
I can make it a live fire, though. I can make it a live fire.
As what's causing this lag?
It's just standard Star Wars.
I'm not having any lag, to be honest.
I haven't noticed any lag since
I haven't either. Let's see.
Like it's struggling.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, earlier I was at 109, now I'm at like 65-ish.
Let me double check. Hey, everybody, real quick, how's your frames looking? Just double check myself. Frames?
Steady 30. I've got 30 frames, so that's what I normally require.
Steady 50.
My FPS says NA, that's not good.
Most of the time, whenever I see an NA...
I think we now know why you're lagging, Blake.
So the question is why?
Honestly, anytime that I see an NA...
What's your number, Blake?
NA.
What number are you?
4356.
4356.
Alright, sorry about that. It might just be your stuff, Blake, honestly.
Yeah, no, your ping's...
How high is it?
Around 200.
Jesus!
Oh, that's about normal.
That's not normal. Their bandwidth isn't.
Mowing the grass.
Yep, can we do 2 left fires?
I can get you guys away from this building then, because they're going to start shooting at you guys.
Alright, let's gonna pull guys. I wanna pull you guys way back here. Like behind this
Pull back
wall.
away from the building. Pull back away from the building. Like, go back over that way. 99. You good, 99?
Church gonna pull back to my position.
Head back over there.
At this time, Crate, I want you to focus your attention to the south. You're going to be covering and make sure there's no key reps that are approaching the south. How copy?
Great copies.
I'm on this, sir.
Take fire already. Down, crouch.
I'm fucking ready, Cam.
Alright, last
Prioritize the windows here.
Altitude. Bravo team, this is Alpha. We are moving slowly behind y'all. Let us know when you're set to breach into the main building.
Yep, will do.
laying down fire.
Yep, probably just about to fall now.
Enemy far!
Corporal's down.
Remember, violence of
Lit fire confirmed.
An ally is down.
Right down.
Alphas are coming out, going to push you guys in. One big motion.
Craig to ground team.
This is ground.
Be advised, a droid, heavy droid transport is coming from the south, heading towards...
Heavy droids.
Well, now it's heading directly towards us.
Heading towards our position. PRF, heavy droid coming from our south position. We coming from the south. Bravo on the assault. Alpha, real shine the defensive tab.
This is probably
This is Sharon.
I'm about to bleed out. Oh, where's Wolfie?
Wolfie's upstairs in first building.
Wolfie's faster to get down to me and I can't barely move.
This is Alpha. We're sending Wolfie now to your position.
Ground team to Craig. Interrogative. Do you have eyes on that heavy enemy QR?
Craig to ground team, be advised, you just disabled it and took it out.
Enemy QRF is eliminated. Courtesy of Craig.
You feel like you're about to pass out? Hold your breath.
Alright, be advised, all enemies are destroyed in the squad clearing area at this time. Break. Please have the men reload and rearm their kits, and I will heal them.
We're gonna have you guys reload live fire alpha marker. We're gonna rearm before we head to the next live fire marker. Team leads meet on the next
be
marker.
advised, I will rearm your AT after this live fire over.
Great copies. Where do you need us?
You'll be covering the ground crew as they assault the live fire alpha area. You'll be eliminating all heavy threats along with their rockets. Over.
Copy.
You're good. Just keep cover.
Alright, where's the medic?
Charger.
Downstairs. Heart rate.
It's a charter.
You guys alright? You're good?
It's probably because I'm still doing CPR.
Yep.
One last cycle and then I'll stop. Go for it.
Team leads.
Yep. Restarting. What time's team lead is still down? We're working on.
Hey, sure.
Put epi.
Alright, if you can type, you're just
5110 interrogative. Do you want me to heal Bravo team lead? I think it's going to be a good chance for the medical to work out here.
You know what?
Yeah, let them practice.
It's all good.
Oh, wait, hold on.
He's no heart rate.
This is Bro team or Alpha team leader.
Put some more
I'm in,
blood in him. He's still at second stage of blood loss. He's not gonna wake up regardless.
Did I give them epi and do CPR?
I was just about to give him Leppy.
I got blood going into the chest.
Should be fine for 500. That'll be it.
Yep. Oh, well,
Oh.
2
Well.
Drinky. Put your Leppy in him.
Gonna have to be a little bit careful now.
Yes. Did you check his airway?
I saw no obstruction.
Not an option.
Only the medical have.
You're assuming that I already didn't do that.
I believe only the med. I don't actually think we have airway.
We don't. We have standard.
Hey, Wolfie, when y'all get done with him, can you come give me a stitch?
Yeah.
Someone check the blood pressure.
Normal pressure.
Oh my fucking god, I am...
Heart rate of 53.
The heart rate's gonna be there because I'm giving CPR.
I'm going to
But
be
the
on
epi's
pause
gonna
for a
act
second.
as a
94 over 62.
Great. So then I'm gonna stop CPR and now check the blood rate and heart rate and blood pressure.
Picking heart.
Normal heart rate.
85.
So you can either give them carbonate or slap them.
Wake up.
Normal blood pressure. Not responsive.
The reorient patient.
There we go.
Team leads, come with me.
Be advised, Draggax 1, you are free to proceed onto the Alpha live fire when you are ready.
Team leads, come on me.
During that firing exercise, we did clear the building, clear the side building, on the opposite side, but we actually didn't clear the left building. The initial assault.
About everything
Yep.
that we're doing, so they were kind of more in the unknown. But that's more on me because I didn't know that we were totally about to start right then and there.
Oh, we started pushing because the droid started pushing on us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I will need to have a talk with my team because they did kind of flee.
Crate to ground team.
Alone. When I asked them to move up.
This is
Go ahead.
team.
You got a church.
Be advised, we have vehicles already moving. We're going to start engagement now. Just legit.
Live fire station. They look for a
That is a firm. You are free to engage with impunity.
Range of fire, wider field of view on the road coming in, plus still providing fire support on the objective. theory, depending on the kind of buildings we're in, we should be able to get a pretty nice FOV.
Yeah, we will. I will most likely have my machine gun. The AT will kind of be more mid ball. Medic will be inside this building as well, on standby for any medical needs. Basically able to really move. I'll have them mostly near me, just in case of anything. I don't want them getting make sure the medics are always the ones that are the safest. So whenever blue team moves, I'm going to shift fire more onto this building. Just let us know. White. So here will be over here. TRP2 is gonna be right over here.
They're going over something. Because we only called 2 leads to go over there.
And then TRP3 is gonna be right here.
I don't know, no more problem.
If you're wanting to know what TRP stands for, it's target reference point. This is kind of more of a machine gunner's knowledge, but it is very good for anyone to actually know, as it is good for letting us know to switch to each TRP. So whenever you say shift fire, I will say, after informing my team, request a shift fire confirm and I will say, shift fire confirmed TRP2, and then TRP3.
Yeah, no, we're just standing by
Okay.
until team leads and squad
Yeah,
leads.
once you hear that shift fire confirmed, you're good to go for the next building. And after that, we should be good to go after that. If you have any requests or anything, let me know now. I will make sure that you are properly informed, or we can adjust from there.
All I'm asking is that whenever we get in, if both teams can give covering fire so that command can get here to this building.
I can probably have my marksman, if there's windows on that side, provide overwatch in case there's any drones on the road to protect the command team.
Yes, we'll get into there. I would say overall, depending on the size of these buildings, it might not be wise to shove all 5 people into one building to assault on each team, just due to the nature of ArmA and due to the nature of how many forces and kind of AO we're in. Might be good to have some guys sitting back at these
I was thinking
buildings.
keep my marksman in these buildings providing overwatch while the rest of my team and I moved in.
I was gonna say, like, Alpha Team would probably be staying this building, because I thought the running plan was Blue Team moves into this. After they clear this, we shift fire to this building. And
Do you think after blue teams moves out, you can split your team in between the 2 buildings? Just in case enemies, if the hostiles do attack, they're not focusing all on one building?
Yeah, I'm still gonna keep my machine gunner here, but I can send my AT onto this side as to keep this whole MSR clear as well, while snipers are also looking over where they need to be.
I like it. We're all tracking?
Yep,
all tracking.
Lastly, Bravo, do you want Zeri changed into a medic?
There's no part of my squad.
Yes.
Crate to ground team.
Send it.
Yes, Alpha, no problem.
I'm sorry,
Be advised, we spotted a droidica sitting on a construction building just...
You want a medic in your team?
I was gonna say southwest of where your location will be hitting. Do you want us to go ahead and snipe it out of the area, or you want to deal with it?
United States, they're not too good with medical. And
wait one.
Very fine with being the heavy.
Tara, I'm gonna chat with my team.
Yep, you're good.
Hey, Trara.
Yep.
You want them to go ahead and take out that droidica, or do you want us to deal with it?
They can take it out.
Great. I'm gonna call us Phantom.
It's Draggax 1.
Great, Draggax 1.
This is Crate.
Be advised. Fucking kill it.
So I'm just trying to make sure there's a medic on each.
We do have a medic, guys. Just
Appreciate it.
move Zeri to.
You're welcome.
Really down to 2 active riflemen, basically.
I fucking love this.
There's on your team?
Yes, 1999
Alright, got
is
it.
Zeri.
Got it.
I would just suggest.
I was under the impression Zeri's on the other team that Axe is at. I just remember I replaced her with Wolfie. Yes, you're correct. I was under.
Let them know to play someone as a medic on their team for Bravo.
Bravo, I was misspeaking. I was under the illusion that Zeri's on your team. I'm asking, would you feel good if you had a medic on your team?
Alright. If there's anything else,
Yep.
just radio over.
Yep. Do you think how do you think they went, McMillan? Do you think they're a little bit slow on the entry?
They were definitely a little bit slow on the entry. They could do a little bit faster. However, at the same time, they're working with a different, I guess you could say, hit system than what they're used to. So they're trying to get the feel of the weapons before they could get any faster. What I can suggest, rather than having everybody stack up either at the end of the doorway or even further away, is just to have 2 or 3 man teams clearing the other personnel, watching from the sides. That way you're not having too many people inside. They can also fill in should the need arise.
Yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is they're used to having a lot more distractionary devices like flashes and stuff. They don't have that many options with it. They're also learning they're having to be hard and fast with it.
Yep.
And again, like McMillan already touched on, they need to work on security a little bit because again, I was on this corner right here for the entire fucking time and killed everything on this side and breached this building here by myself. Especially since it was Red Team's fucking responsibility. So.
Red Team, granted, I was there with them for most of that. They got very little in terms of communication before they started getting firing on, so communication all but stopped.
Yeah. Damn it! I was gonna ask for that job.
Copy. Oh damn! Does that mean I get a field promotion? Fuck!
Just mushing along. But you're gonna get no difference in pay and more responsibilities. Much
Fuck!
like
God, damn it!
Bravo's ready.
I'm a corporal now.
Can I be the commissar?
the difficult part about it. He doesn't want any sports to take it.
Fuck.
Bravo's ready. Bravo, did you want to go in and get you a medic?
No, it should be fine.
I think you can go and just switch one out if you wanted to, but if you're fine with how it is, then
Yeah.
you try not to get plugged, because y'all good.
Alpha, you ready?
Negative, give us a moment.
Copy.
Everything good though, Chira? It's been a minute.
I was going over the discipline buildings of the group.
Yeah.
So I was talking about that with Team Lead and Church.
Yeah, I
Going
watched
over-
Church solo clear this one in particular.
Yeah, so I was just talking to them about that, making sure that doesn't happen again. And then giving them a more in-depth view and actually get shot at from kind of more like how they would be like leading from base from Reaper, typically not attack at base. So giving them a chance to actually practice briefing, practice mission and planning, and kind of get them used to doing that. But I am going to have McMillan there to kind of mush them along, because I didn't like how slow they were with attacking this building either.
Yeah.
They were kind of sluggish. So I told McMillan that, told him to go in and be the commissar.
I wish to apologize if I just magically disappear. That's because we have a very, very, very severe storm hitting us right now.
How you doing, Blood?
Tornado Valley, man. Tornado Valley. I'm doing okay, Church.
But
Well, I
yes,
hope you
I'm
make
gonna have McMillan, commissar them, kind of push them along because they need to be faster, they need to be a little bit more aggressive and not scared to be hit as much.
I mean, I got hit like 5-6 times while I was sitting on that corner, and my armor took the brunt of it. I didn't even get a single wound while I was sitting there. So.
Do I have a...
Oh, hey,
that's right. Oh, that's just
Oh. Get the fuck out of here.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
You want me to leave the elements out and pathfind a little bit?
We already have the, whatchamacallit.
Well, I know, but you want me to activate EWS?
No.
Ooh, that would have been really bad. I almost dumped water on my computer.
That would have been bad.
Yikes.
Where is Red?
Negative, bad smoke, bad smoke.
Do you have your G bound church?
That wasn't me who threw
That
it!
was me, and my G found is something else. It's a double tap, but I double tapped H, which is my grenade screen.
Huh.
Just automatically blame me.
This is Alpha. We are ready to go.
My brain hurt, Church?
Alright, Alpha, Bravo, go on and regroup. They're heading out.
Say again, I could not read.
Go and start heading out now. We're running a little bit back on time.
My apologies.
You're all good. I was just told by, Captain. Team leads, make sure we all regroup at where the line turns from red to yellow. And then we'll start moving as a big assault force towards our separated zones.
Copy. We're at that location now.
Well, you should have said that before I entered the building.
Being, in trouble.
TRP.
Alright, Bravo, go and move towards your building.
You say ERP. I knew George like
TRP 5048.
Red, go and move. Alpha, you got it.
Alpha moving.
We are currently moving to our mark now. Where you see on the map that we're
Moving now.
we're at the shed.
with the clear Alpha rally.
Alright, move in.
Go on and breach.
We can't deal with it. This is what we have. And
has been taken care of.
5110, we are going to need a little bit of assistance here. We just had
Draggax
one of
Company.
our main elements go down.
Hey, go upstairs with the other. What's hitting us right now?
I'm gonna give myself painkillers.
You good?
Yeah. Flight back to station.
I don't know what the hell hit me. Like the droid car wasn't even looking at me on my little under the map.
Alright. Zeri, I want you upstairs. Hold fire at shift fire, shift fire.
Bravo team, we are shifting fire now.
Hey, from.
How you two doing? Wait, where's 1098? Or 1089?
From what I can see, 1089 software.
Oh, you said enemy for a second.
This is Blue. We just cleared the first building, moving out to the next sector now.
Draggax 1 back online. 10-4. Shift fire, shift fire. Focus on TRP 3.
Channel switched. Error. Channel switched.
Bravo, this is Alpha. Interrogative. Or is any of your team in need of medical after you're done reaching that building?
We do need some medical. I'm gonna send them your way once, but now we've cleared the building.
I'll just send my medic to y'all. Don't worry.
Oh no, we're with you.
10-4.
All enemies are destroyed in time. We're gonna go back to the squad clearing marker, quick debrief, and we'll prep for the FTX.
10-4. Wait 1 for now. We're doing medical at this moment.
going out of the medic for render aid and practice post-contact actions.
10-4.
Step into a building with a church.
Sounds about right.
Dead on start.
The game blew your hearts. There's a suggestion I can go ahead and honor. Rather than having Wolfie's team taking the lead on the FTX, have 1313's team do so, is 1313 passed the reins down to Wolfie twice now. In terms of the leading and clearing.
What?
Oh, did you not hear?
Well, I don't know if I heard
5110 Alpha Team, I'll load in.
Okay, yeah.
Bravo Team's in.
Great, you're good to go.
Charlie, waiting on you.
Currently dealing with ArmA, and then I'm talking with the 2RC.
Great, you're good to move. Basically, the with how things went, they wanted to do what they were originally wanting to do, but ended up getting shot down, essentially. So rather than two-person teams,
everyone got a plan until they get punched.
pretty much. So, if I'm going to make a suggestion, yeah, I gotcha. I've got myself my little book here so I can write it down.
Get your book of complaints, please.
Alright, deep movement slow. Lack of flexibility. Okay. From what I am suggesting for the FTX, rather than having Wolfie's team take the lead, basically as the, I guess you could say, the forward operating squad team.
Because what I had in mind was like, it's 1313 and Wolfie, they're in the same team, so I was thinking blue team takes it because they're the more cumbersome team. They don't have the medic.
Yep.
They're supposed to be spearhead, while red team, where Wolfie is the kind of like the anchor, the support team.
Red team is 1313, not Wolfie. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting the two mixed up. Blight and Wolfie.
Yes. So Blight is supposed to be the spearhead.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sense, I'm trying to have it where blue is like the Marine Corps, first in, and then red is supposed to be more like an army where they hold and do sector control, providing blue team a safer area to operate within their AO. Is what I was thinking.
When it comes to something like Starsim, it needs to be a little bit more tactical. So you need to have at least one combat controller on each group. Just that way they can control how everything is going. They can be basically an advising role.
You guys good?
Yeah, I'm giving him what I've seen from what I've seen of 1313, and it's a little too lax for what Starsim should be. He basically was getting absolutely fucking nailed by whatever the fuck those were. I would assume those are missiles from a fucking super droid or whatever the fuck. And all he did was just go back into the room rather than pull away from the building itself. And rather than being flexible, he stayed inside of that building and put more of a danger upon the rest of his team as opposed to scout around, figure out what was shooting them, and eliminate that target. You know, what you're supposed to do for sector control. But rather, all that focus was put onto Blight's team as opposed to
5110, are we loading in once the ATT crew gives us a ready?
And apparently they're giving Wolfie became team leader.
No, my bad. So no, sorry. That's like I said, I mixed up the names between Wolfie and Blight. That's me fucking up.
Both fucking furry adjacent.
So my suggestion is, since this is going to be the FTX time now, which I will assume is the LZ group over here to our left. I think the FTX is going to be happening in Panacori.
Yep. It's going to be the same one where we had those big ass.
Okay, I see. I see now. I see.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry.
I know exactly what. Okay, if there is a suggestion that I could do for this time, just because one team has a medic and the other person doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't still a combat effective unit. I would suggest
we should definitely have Bravo pick up a medic.
Guaranteed, because at this point there's multiple towns. From what I'm seeing on the map itself, there are 2 shield tanks, maybe 3. There's 2 times anti-aircraft, or I should say tanks. There's enemy armor in general. So we're going to need a guaranteed medic on both teams. Both teams are going to have to act as their own forward operating groups. I would suggest splitting the town in half. So I'm going to mark the middle point as black. Right about there. True, that's right, we're coming in from the right, so if that's going to be the case, where the fuck is my line? Yeah, like that. Basically, one side takes one and the other side takes the other, so basically northern and southern. We have to make sure that it's evenly split, so let's say red team takes this side and then blue team takes the other side. They're both going to get an equal amount of hail to face. They're both going to have an equal amount of shit that they're going to need to work on. They're going to have to basically force themselves to be flexible, and they're going to have to work with better cohesion of the teams, so hopefully they have a better idea of what their weapons are like. Because if a team wipe happens, my hope is that I'll be able to see there as to why it happened, and hopefully I'll be able to advise them on a better idea of how they can move forward.
Real quick, Trevor, I'm getting the birds ready to spun up. We can go over more stuff for the training after this. Like I said, I want to make sure we're getting guys going.
Yes, sorry for taking so very much.
You're taking a lot in, I understand.
I do a lot at this stage.
My job right now, I've given you LZ Bravo to set down the ATT. I'll let you drop it at your discretion. I'll get the ATT and with my you'll be dropping them off with us to be loaded into the ATT. We'll be basically trailing down. If you want a different Velzy, do so. Obviously, what I recommend, you'll walk our way through, just like last time, and then once you get to the that is where you should be going in the worst spot possible to meet everyone else. Are we still alive? I have no idea.
I still foresee them being able to bring new people on to support both units with their shift. So maybe they can make their 6 Alpha's position or around there so they can still kind of hit both objectives.
At this time, Farron, you're not today. He's going to be touching down just for a few seconds. He'll be over there shortly. Yeah. Never mind.
Our team leads. Go to break. Miss channel 2.
We've been in sound support. Bravo, you're gonna need a medic. I'm gonna set the right now. One of your guys needs to be a medic.
I cannot hear you.
Blue team,
I'll go medic.
basically blue team, you're gonna need a medic.
Okay. That being said, we're bringing the candidate you have, or you have, whoever north side and or south side. Alpha, you're gonna be responsible for the north side. Bravo, you're gonna be responsible for the south side. Yeah, copy.
Copy. Good copy.
That being said, each side is gonna have their each individual own piece of shit they're gonna have to go through. It's all
Roger
gonna
that.
suck. It's gonna suck for both sides. That being said, we're thinking about putting the ATTE near Drag 6 Alpha's position to act as a fire support for both teams because they're gonna have access, line of sight on both AOs.
Understood.
That being paramount that y'all are on 7-3 to contact and talk to Crane.
So 7-3, make sure to talk to Trey if need be for fire support.
Affirm. 7-3 for fire support. They're also on 100 if need be, but if 100 is too cluttered, too much intel getting past the 100, 7-3 is a direct line. Utilize very well in this. We've seen what happens here if they are not utilized.
Sim 4, keep that in mind.
So I'm thinking they're up near Drag 6 Alpha, Drag 6 Alpha's position. That'll allow us to deploy fire missions from Crate from a more artillery-like capacity.
Sim 4.
Unless I got a better suggestion.
Alright.
That Bravo no longer has 18.
I did. Alright. So, we're on this in agreement. That's probably the best move forward.
Alright.
Be advised, squad lead. Apparently, blue team is not gonna have 18.
What else do you have on blue team?
We have marksman, we have medic, we have grenadier,
and we have a rifleman.
Does that rifleman have the 6 pod rocket tube?
I can have a grab it.
Absolutely. All riflemen should, I think I asked them all to have it at the beginning of the op, but any rifleman, absolutely, they're going to be carrying that tube.
Will there be the opportunity for both Fade and Scarlet to swap over to those kits?
Yes, they'll move over to their kits. The team leads or the assistant team lead will have to be equipped with the underbarrel. It'll be at your discretion to figure those kind of details out.
I'll be carrying my underbarrel grenade launcher, my 2 ICs, my heavy trooper. This is something I planned beforehand.
I don't know if you want me on it, but I can do that.
I believe in you.
Set all 51 cent.
Kurt, can't pick the fucking radio.
Is this all the information we need for now?
Yeah. This is all the information for now.
10-4.
Get you guys out. Have your team start pushing north. Use the train to break any line of sight.
I need an hospital to get my guys.
Send again. Crate interrogative.
5110, this is 1313. Moving northeast to Jackson Town.
Focus on hitting your.
Alpha needs to change your medic to the captain position. Should be near dismount.
I'm going to be able to hit my shots. This thing does not have a singular shot function.
Wolfie, how bad is 1313? Copy.
1313 back on net.
This is the
Copy that. Can you send a medic over to Captain?
At this moment, I believe we still need a couple seconds with the medic. I believe some of my members are hurt. We'll send the medic over as soon as possible.
Copy that.
This thing has
Draggax 1, Draggax Actual, we'll have a medic over on your position. Temporarily they are disopposed with their own squad's casualties.
1991, you're with me. We're going towards the rock. You guys green or you hit?
I haven't taken anything. If Shiloh wants me the assistance squad lead. Fuck, I'm gonna need to get fucking... I need certifications.
Do we know where Bravo currently is located?
They're back behind us stuff. Back behind us stuff.
This is Bravo. We're currently got a medic picking up Baka now.
It's 110. This is 1313. We're moving our medic to position told last. Over.
Wave up. We got a medic on him now. Bravo's moving into town now.
Ooh, this guy's not dead yet. That definitely killed some folks. Hold.
Good copy. There's one building stuck with us.
Team leads, start having guys start laying in sync with the ammo. We have resupplies. Start chewing these guys up.
If my team's moving to the hill across to get eyes on the shooter target.
Resupplies up ahead. Currently with 99, 89, and 89. We're pushing north of the disembark to 20 points.
Solid copy. I'm going to work on getting the disembark or the resupply point a little more forward.
Currently got eyes on the
you're good. You go.
Shooter target. I'll copy.
Sakar, do you know if they can shoot you through those?
I think I can.
We'll have to be able to shoot through light metal as well as
Solid copy. Do you think there's any way that you can flank to break line of sight and then get into the town another way?
They've know we're here, so we can try and move them down.
Solid copy. Try to break line of sight from any shielded targets, and so you can get inside the shield.
Okay, so everyone here.
Oh, don't move up, don't move up, don't move up.
This is 5110.
1991.
Interrogative. Is it possible that you're crossing near map marker point and dragging things out of the position?
Negative. We are currently 054-112 at this time. We have not yet crossed to that point. We are just above the blue marker zone.
Copy that.
112, we are directly outside of the city range. We just need to push a little bit around. We can hit our mark.
Give me 1 second. I can draw us a route towards the red zone.
Please do, 1991.
I already have an idea as to where our location might be.
Yeah, you got it right.
There we go. Say again?
Back up in the vehicle, right? Solid copy. Spawn some bodies that way. You can adjust.
51, 1991.
Alright, 5110.
We have spawn droids on the northwestern side of town, so traffic is going to be moving to their spot. We can do it now. We already destroyed one. We're not sure if there's more in the area.
Solid copy. We're gonna have Prater on position and see if we can get a prop set up there.
13's down.
Draggax 1. Scratch that. Draggax 6. This is Draggax 1. Message.
Send traffic over.
Going to Draggax 6. Position map marker point. We're gonna see if we can get something established there.
Because that will be uphill. You'll be facing the entire time of one.
We're gonna see if I can get it possibly behind the hill around it, but a way that we can make the ATT more of an artillery asset for a force down there.
Solid copy.
We need to be moving. We need to be moving.
location to ground now.
We're coming to your green smoke location now.
Message, back down.
Keep moving forward.
Say again?
The zone mark a green smoke.
Tower 24 is taking hit.
5110, you said mark green smoke on our position.
Negative.
Asking. Get the cover.
Interrogative crate. Do you think it would be possible to act in a safer capacity as artillery position from these hills looking down both sides of the city?
Be advised, ground team, we can try our best to defeat artillery pieces for you guys right now.
Solid copy, great. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep an eye on the city while keeping you out of it. Assuming there's an RPG.
This is 1313, break. We are mass cas. Medic is down.
This is great.
We have mass cats in hospital requesting fire support on near their position, waiting for smoke over.
This is fire team Secret. We have mass cats, only one left
Friendlies at
alive.
smoke color
Great.
purple, yellow.
In fatal shenanigans.
345.
Alright. See location. You need us to pull you there. Continue firing.
Fire is down.
This is 1313, you're running, get it back up.
That friendly smoke.
Someone like your left, to the left.
Right now, let's get situated position. Give us enough time.
mics are on repair, it will be down for 3 mics over.
Okay.
Let's move down to the building here and move around. Cover.
This is ArmA. We are currently moving into the town waiting with us so we can actually start clearing out.
We're currently meeting with our teammates. At 5110, we are currently regrouping with our lost teammate, but then we're moving in.
Okay, for 5110.
We have contacts inside of the ship bubbles. We will not be able to penetrate them, not without contacts assistance.
Do you have the 18 to deal with whatever's inside?
At least 3 times anti-tank personnel
Great, this is the ground team.
This is great.
Interrogative. I'm going to have the team in the blue zone start assaulting the shield. There are tanks and other vehicles outside of the AO. Do you think you'll be able to get shots that's kind of more deeper in town? But it'll help take down those shields.
Well, we can see what we can do, but I'm not seeing any of these vehicles you're talking about on the outer skirts of town. Do you know where their locations are at?
They're kind of deeper into town. I'm trying to get a...
5110, current pause marked on where we are at.
Copy 5110 back on that. I'm going to see what we can do about getting some of these shield tanks knocked out. I'm going to mark my position for Bravo. So we have a clear shot with your ET on one of the tanks that's guarding the shield tank entrance. Do you copy? Bravo?
Yep, our medic just went down. Our medic just took a direct hit.
Bravo, are you in a mass gas situation?
Only our medic's down, but doesn't close over here. The rest of my team's moving to take the vehicles. Never mind, our medic's dead. We're moving into the position.
Crates of ground, be advised, we're heading to hit the first shield tank over. ground team. Contact air. They just lit us up.
Have eyes on contact for AO. Bravo on the smokestack. A lot of scattered out the ground. They're shooting at the AT. Sending ground forces in to triple stack to take care of those kind of hidden units for you. Copy that. Great. Great job. Thank you. Great with the AO. This is your own shield tank.
We're good.
It's me transitioning my stance. Opening door.
Immediate left clear.
Right.
Left clear.
Building's clear.
Interrogative, is a friendly screen smoke in town? Red sector.
Green smoke. We're currently clearing one by one each building that we can.
Alright, before you think green smoke is not friendly.
Upper floor is clear. Building is clear. We need to backtrack.
Team lead, sit rep.
All of Alpha is green for now. We are currently still clearing out buildings in our sector.
Alright, start clearing them, be aggressive with the clear. We gotta get these interest units out there, start taking pot shots at the grave.
Say again last.
Clear aggressively, they're shooting the grave.
drop off some ammo for our arc over.
Copy, be advised, Cray, we are picking up injured and putting him into the vehicle now.
What do you find?
A big ass gun.
Oh.
Yoink.
13, be advised, we have a fully functioning CIS turret here. You exactly functioning? Oh,
Yep, it's still a static replacement.
Teammates also mark the buildings are cleared.
Say again.
Make sure to mark the buildings cleared.
We have most of a good amount of our buildings are cleared on the more northern side, as you can see.
Alright, this is Bravo. We're back in action again after being shot.
Draggax 1,
Draggax 1.
Great, I reloaded a PLE with a quick move.
Currently clearing eastern side. The contacts we have times 1 civilian.
Solid copy.
I put him upstairs.
Ground team to Cray.
This is great.
Work. Get on the and call it. You know your position where you need those rounds better than
I was so happy. I was like, he's not broken.
You have options for this building, though.
Stronghold, we are pushing into it now.
Copy out.
We are just about finished with our silence. Ready? Watch the staircase. Negative. Doors clear. Push up. Set. Go. Watch the door. Clear. Mark it. Ready?
Ready. Guys.
This is Alpha. Message over.
It's Bridget 110.
We have taken over, or successfully taken over enemy stronghold. We are still going to continue to clear out the rest of our sector. Do you read over?
Anyone have eyes on one, over?
Hey, firm, I've got him. Be advised, we're still in the process of clearing the town.
Is he down at this time?
Solid copy.
Negative, I got eyes on
Going start Nathan into Bravo's team on their unmarked area. This is 5110.
So
Solid
take
copy.
over
Just wanna make sure I check
the
everything. Gotta
unmarked
sit right
portions for Bravo sector.
Alpha, red team has taken their zone. They've pushed the enemy stronghold, took it successfully. They're going to start pushing into Bravo, also in the blue zone, to help take out the last remaining sectors.
Solid copy. Let's finish up in 10 mics and then let's get back to base. How copy?
Solid copy.
Alpha's a 5110. Last command.
5110 back on net. Alright, we got 10 minutes to wrap this shit up. Let's get her done.
So, repeating last command for Alpha. Finish taking over the rest of Bravo's unmarked sectors. 10-4, Iron Mike.
Crate to ground team. Our mission is completed. Where do you need us?
Converge to the center. Down enemy stronghold. We're trying to take out the last remaining target that Bravo just carried away. ATTE is north of enemy stronghold marker on map.
Freight, pull back. We're gonna start getting loaded up over here.
I'm just gonna borrow
Suck it up. Get back
I'm over here looking to a dice fight, even though I have a fully loaded automatic weapon directly on my hip.
ATTE.
No, you see, like, I happens just be in close quarters.
Alright, everyone's loaded in, correct?
Negative. We're at the alpha.
For alpha.
1-6 and stuff.
Is everyone in?
Is alpha loaded all in?
We're just missing 2 more.
They should be in
Alpha is all in.
Alright.
We have a medic coming in from the south.
Once we get loaded up,
Jeremy, that's all loaded up.
Yeah? What about it? Yeah? What?
I'm in.
Yep.
Again, we will go over more during our debriefing once everything's set and ready to go.
Sounds good.
But yeah, like I said, I'm praising y'all for the amazing work y'all did.
Sandy's up is also down too. I will slap the back of your head and bring Jesus back into your life.